I'm Erin.
And I'm Connor.
And this is Cooking Casually.
You're damn right.
We're gonna feel confident about cooking easy, healthy, affordable meals. Don't break the budget, don't break your tummy.
We're not professional chefs. Very catch.
Oh my God.
But we know a thing or two. And we love it. And we want to help you cook easy, affordable, tasty, delicious meals.
So keep on watching. So today we are making a savory ragu. And what I love about this dish is just how easy it is to make. And when you make a pasta sauce from scratch, it is so delicious. I don't know if you've ever done it. Have you?
A time or two, but...
Or three.
Yeah.
With me. I love pasta sauce. Yep, so this one is going to include a lot more veggies. We're not going to include meat. Instead, we're actually going to use eggplant. And eggplant is going to enhance that like earthy, hearty, meaty texture almost in it.
So what can you tell me about cast iron pans? Why would you go for a cast iron over any old pan? A non-stick pan, a stainless steel pan?
Oh, non-stick. Don't even get me started.
I won't get you started.
Okay, so cast iron is great for slow cooking. They're really good at maintaining the temperature and heating everything evenly throughout.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to use that and we're going to keep it on low. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil and get it heated. We want to get it nice and heated. This takes kind of a long time, so be patient with it. I also like eggplant just because it's so meaty and the texture is so perfect. It's just a really hearty thing to add into a dish, and it just cooks down beautifully, especially in a pasta sauce like this. Fun fact, eggplants are super high in antioxidants, and they have a high fiber count. What does that mean, Connor?
Well, fiber is super amazing for your body because it helps food digest, right? The more fiber you have in a meal, the longer that meal is going to digest, which means it's going to release energy over a longer course of time, and it won't just give you an energy spike.
Yes. Okay, so then we're going to use some tomatoes. We can either use canned or fresh, doesn't matter. Canned sometimes are better. I'm going to be using fresh tomatoes. Do you like tomatoes, Connor?
Erin, I love tomatoes.
Oh my gosh, what do you love about
Okay,
it?
and so when it comes to tomatoes, there's a lot to love. Honestly, if you want to use canned tomatoes, go right ahead. I mostly use canned tomatoes because I live in Minnesota and we have like 2 months of summer, which means tomatoes do not grow year round. So
right.
I opt in for canned tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes are great too. And I think if I had to choose between the bigger ones and the cherry tomatoes, I'd still probably choose cherry tomatoes.
Next, we're going to add some chopped garlic as well. This is really going to help with the aromatics of the dish. We love some garlic. And I'm cheating a little bit, actually. I'm adding some marinara sauce. I'm just really hungry and I want to eat this ragu. So, okay, well, we need to use salt earlier on because it's going to bring out all the water. Tell me about salt, Connor.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of salt. We're using sea salt. It's great because it's not too salty. There's so many kinds of salts. Bottom line is salt really brings out flavor in things. And so we want salt. And our bodies need salt too.
We do need salt. Next, we're going to use some white button mushrooms, and we're going to just chop them up, and they're going to add that earthy flavor to the dish.
I know you want to talk more about button mushrooms. Also, that is just the cutest name. Well, what can you tell us about
right?
mushrooms?
They're so cute. So actually, these mushrooms are one of the few non-animal sources of vitamin D. And we know that we need vitamin D.
Shit.
Vitamin D is so important in helping absorb calcium and bringing calcium to the right places in your body. We're going to give this a nice stir, and then we're going to put in about 1/3 of a cup of red wine. Connor's got this Pacific red wine that he loves. And he's going to take a nice whiff of this dish. What do you think of this?
I think this dish smells like heaven. And if there is a heaven, it smells like this.
That's exactly what you said.
If there's a heaven, it smells something like this.
Wow.
And you're adding red wine because, again, it has acid in it.
Right.
And acid helps to give a little bit of zing to whatever it is you're cooking.
So we're going to let this simmer down for an hour. I would even keep it on for longer, but I really want to eat it. So just take your time with this. Keep it on low, let it simmer. Meanwhile, we're going to get our water ready for the pasta. We're going to salt it. We want our water to taste kind of like the ocean. So we're going to put lots of salt in it, not too much, and then let it boil. Once it's boiling, we're going to throw in the pasta. I like to use long pasta, like linguine, because I just love to play with it in my food. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a lot of fun.
It's me like Lady and the Tramp vibes.
It does.
Right. Once that starts to cook, we can actually use the steam from the pasta water to help steam our asparagus.
We're using the pasta water
Right.
to steam the asparagus. And what if you don't have like a steamer? What's another good way to make asparagus?
Oh, you can do whatever you want with it. You can boil it, you can fry it, you can bake it. We're not going to let the pasta cook fully. We're going to make sure that it's super al dente. It is just undercooked pasta. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And once it's just slightly ready to be eaten, we're going to throw it into the pasta sauce and let it finish cooking in that deliciousness.
I see.
So I'm going to be adding a little bit of herbage. I'm going to use some parsley, chop that up, and then some basil, also known as basil. And then we're going to do something fun. So we're going to zest a little bit of a lemon on top of our dish. And this is just going to add a little, zing, zang.
Yeah. And then if you're just looking for a simple way to season it, honestly, olive
Salt,
oil.
pepper.
And then at this point, the only thing that remains is for our amazing, talented, charming videographer, Brian Henshin, to try this beautifully prepared pasta ragu. So Brian, you're up to bat. How's it look and smell, Brian?
Hold on, I'm gonna get a little bit lower. Okay, wow, man.
Give it a good whiff.
Oh, it smells so good. There's like a citrusy smell in there. The sound is really good. I've never heard pasta that sounds quite
You
right.
want good sounding pasta. Yeah. What's the verdict, Johnny man?
That is inspirational.
Yeah.
I fucking feel like I'm in Italy, but I'm also on an island because it's like the citrus for some reason makes it like fresher, like tropical in a way. And basil, hold on. Oh my fucking god. That's
You heard it
fucking
here
good,
first,
man.
folks.
Holy shit, that's good.
That's fucking good, says Brian Henshin. Brian Henshin of the New York Times food section says, that's fucking good.
Oh my god.
Look at him go. Look at him go to town on that plate of pasta.
I love pasta sauce. And I'm not even Italian. Iron pan. Costs $1 to get an eggplant around here.
Fuck out of town.
I'm
Seriously?
not gonna get out.
When we're having a normal conversation, all this stuff comes out. Is that like the Predator? Like,
We can actually use the steam from the pasta water to help steam our asparagus. So
I thought you were gonna say to help exfoliate our skin. A little early to be drinking, Aaron, but okay, keep going.
you know what? That's what I need. Okay. Woo! Eat those white butts. Because wine is good, right, Connor?
Certainly helping now.
And I get those Lady and the Tramp vibes. You feel me?
Hey. What's good? Brian, do you feel like we got it?
How was it?
Snap.